And we get a Crocolith, which is not exactly the Shadow Isles card that we were hoping for. Hello Runeterrans, I am officially back from vacation, which means videos are resuming. Now, I've been gone for quite some time, which means that I am still in the dregs on the ladder, and I am not familiar with what has been plaguing the ladder. I've been trying to stay away from social media while I was on vacation as much as I could. Yes, I'm aware that there was some bugs, and yes, I'm aware that Nami is still an issue, and there's a bunch of stuff that I am like loosely aware of, but I have not done a deep dive. And as a result, for today's video, I thought I would just do something kind of casual and fun. I'm only going to be able to play one game for today's actual video because I still have a mountain of work that I need to catch up on now that I am back from vacation. But this is where I say, hey, if you just want to jump to the gameplay, I will put a time tag in so you can just jump ahead straight to that. If you like today's video, the deck code will be in the video description along with a link to Mobalytics. But I need to let you know up front, this has not been widely tested because I just got back and I just wanted to play something goofy and non-competitive. This is a championless Bandle Tree deck. Basically, this is what you would play if you wanted to play a Howling Abyss deck, which I have played in the past where I was entirely unitless. Like the only way you could make units was Howling Abyss. If you wanted to play a deck like that, but instead with the Bandle Tree, this is kind of that concept. Now, I'm not entirely unitless this time around because I don't think you can make that work very well with Bandle Tree unless you just really hate your free time. So we are running some strong early game Bandle City options because we want to create those cards and get things rolling, but they're not part of any real game plan. They're really just speed bumps and card creations. And then we are relying on cards like Avalanche and Blighted Ravine to kind of clean up the board. We've got some additional pings here as well to help with the early game. We're running 3 copies of Minimorph because that's as close to like hard removal as this deck really has. But really, this is just all about just kind of gum up the works, stall, clear the board, and then use the tree to find a victory. Now, you do still want to try to get chip damage in when you can because sometimes you just need to win the old-fashioned way. But for the most part, this is just a control deck. And like I said, not really competitive. I wanted to do something a bit relaxing and just kind of fun for giggles when I came back from vacation. So this is it, and we're gonna dive onto the ladder and see how it goes because I have not played in quite a bit and I am rusty, so hopefully you enjoy the game. All right, this is not what I was expecting to come back to from vacation. Yasuo Ziggs, huh? I think this goes back. You know what? Actually, I think we're just going to keep this. I don't even know what to mulligan here. It's been so long since I've played the game. I'm rusty. I'm very clearly playing just an objectively bad deck as I have come back anyway. So I think the game plan is that we just roll with it. See if we can get our pokey stick poking. Nopeify. All right, fair. That's fair, I guess. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume, I think we want this, that they are also running the landmark that stuns things. And they are a relatively go wide deck. We're gonna take some damage here. They're using a silence there. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I get it. They don't want me doing things on the cheap, but
what does that thing do? It explodes, of course. Go ahead, light the fuse.
interesting. Let's actually go with the ravine here because we kind of just
Mustache ready.
eat a good chunk of their board in doing so. Like, we take some damage, but we should come out from that relatively well, hopefully. We'll go with the Travelers here as opposed to the other options because next round we can go Kingpin and Tavern Keeper on defense.
Don't let the fluffy tails.
That was, in fact, a safety inspector. I did not hallucinate that exchange. All right. Well,
Fine.
see if we can get some chip damage in, because we don't expect them to block. Chip damage, I think, is important because sometimes you do have to win the game the old-fashioned way. And so I think here, with them having a couple of attackers, we're just going to go ahead and give ourselves another blocker while also taking a peek at whatever they got over here. Notify doesn't hit a lot of our things, so I actually think we'll make the event horizon super expensive because we know they're on Yasuo, and obviously these get buffs as a result as well.
This'll be a blast.
And I think we will lead with this because this can potentially block the Ziggs as we try to slow them down. All right. Go ahead and heal up. And we do, in fact, stall them out a little bit. So that works out relatively well for us. The avalanche here is nice. We'd also love to get Bandle Tree up and running, though. And this is for sure just going to discard the event horizon. So I don't know that we want to go that route necessarily. I think instead what I would prefer to do is something like this, because I'd like to prank and see what other options we have, or in this case just jam a Bandle Tree, because right now we're still walled up the same way we were the round before. So not much has changed in that regard. And then when we go to the next round, we'll have Avalanche if they develop before they attack, which will buy us some goodwill potentially. But we also have the mini morph for emergencies. And instead they go with a Ziggs bouncing bomb, likely because they don't want me dealing with Ziggs via the block. And so I think here we will go on offense a bit.
Catch! It's gonna blow!
We're still matched up. Still have the avalanche. And we get a Crocolith, which is not exactly the Shadow Isles card that we were hoping for, though we do have an okay way to play it. We'll see what kind of answer they have here. So that would keep the Ziggs alive, but we're fine with that. We're actually more upset that they're drawing a card.
See what this one does?
But we can do this, which will help us out with the Bandle Tree, and they would likely die to an avalanche anyway, so we have that option along with hidden pathways should we so choose. But I think this is probably correct. We'd like to get rid of the Ziggs if we can help it. We can get these a wee bit lower. We don't get to bank spell mana, which is a bit of a problem, but now we do have some options here. think we will go ahead and swing for 7 because this is likely going to either get a card from their hand or some kind of response.
Now who's got the upper hand?
And we can just go ahead and ravine here. This will buy us some more time. We like this. This is a great pickup, just in terms of bodies.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Take the cheap one. But we also get our Demacia count up. We'd like to get this developed as well so that we don't accidentally get another Shurima card.
Time to bust out some combustion.
We must tell our stories, lest they be
I think this is fine as far as timing. We're still very much winning the attrition battle here. You know what? If they passed, we will take it. Wonder, huh? I think this is too good to pass up. So we're gonna try to poke. All right, so we get that Notify out of their hand.
Here's a chance.
Yeah, we'll do this. We got the Notify out of their hand. I was really surprised that they used that there, but I guess they just didn't want me to draw the card. So we still get our plunder, which is the important piece here. It also means our travelers are now live again because we don't have to worry about the event horizon being the thing that goes, but
Come on a musical journey.
we get a heck of a high roll there because now we snag this and we get a surrender. So hooray! I'm at the bottom of platinum because obviously I was going on vacation and I was memeing around beforehand. So woo, progress. If you made it this far, as always, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I'm back from vacation. Wanted to play more games, but I'm still digging myself out from a mound of backup work. So anyway, hopefully videos will be back to being regular and I'll have some more stuff to share in the near future. But until next time, may you walk on warm sands.